Just a reminder, when we hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm giving away this copy of the Slim Shady LP Expanded Edition book. Let's go. Okay, finally, the first episode of the Eminem show. Okay, so for episode 1, I might as well just do an FAQ, let you guys get to know me a little bit better. My name is Zach Carlat. I live in Tampa, Florida. I'm 33 years old, and I know you're probably thinking, why should I watch an Eminem podcast hosted by this guy? What are your credentials? Well, my thoughts are, I'm just a fan. This is going to be the podcast for the common Eminem fan, by the common Eminem fan. This is not the podcast where I'm not the type of person who's arguing online anytime someone trashes him, because you know those people on Twitter are actually 13 years old and it's not worth the time or energy. So I just wanted to come on here, make something fun, talk about Eminem with the people who connect with him and want to watch something like this. Okay, so when I think of my earliest Eminem memories, the first thing that comes to mind is watching TRL, watching the Real Slim Shady music video. I remember being at overnight camp and the first verse I ever memorized was the second verse of The Way I Am. And I remember also probably in high school or late middle school memorizing the first verse to Just Don't Give a Fuck and trying to pawn it off as my own and going to my friend's house and rap battling them and just spitting that first verse, and just the Marty Schottenheimer line just literally blew my mind. Obviously, I didn't write it, but you could just tell that the influence was there. Let's get down to business. I don't have no time to play around. What is this? There must be a circus in town. Let's shut the shit down on these clowns. Can I get a witness? Okay, down to business. I want to talk about the leaks. Specifically, I want to talk about my favorite songs from the leaks. And I think it'll surprise you, but my favorite song is Ritz. And the reason I like Ritz so much is it reminds me of the Marshall Mathers LP2, and more specifically, the 3 stages of learning an Eminem song. Stage 1. Usually my first thoughts is like, oh, I really like this sample, and this is a catchy chorus, but I actually don't know what he's saying. Stage 2. People start to upload the lyrics on Genius, and then I actually can understand what he's saying, especially the welfare cheese, saltines and Ritz crackers, Faygo, no Mountain Dew, it's just moon mist. When we're at the Ritz. Stage 3. I'm back on Genius and I'm starting to learn the verses. Then I start to memorize them, and then I get obsessed with them for about 3 weeks, and then I listen to the song for like a month straight. Okay, also on the leaks, I think I prefer Antichrist 05 to the original. I know that's been a hot button of debate, but I think 05 is honestly like Eminem in his purest form, especially lines like Haley's name, I'm changing it to handkerchief. I think that shit is brilliant. I don't think the younger generation knows Michael Jackson as well. I think they're Googling a lot of things, and once they Google this and then go back and listen to the M song, their minds are freaking blown. Okay, so things that we could look forward to on this show. I want to do interviews. I want to have comedians on, people in the industry, people who have their own Eminem stories or personally connected. I'm sure there's so many people who have stories that this resonates with. And I'll leave today on one line that's been stuck in my head, but it's also just an amazing show of Eminem's technical ability. And it's Book of Rhymes. And to think of the most ridiculous shit to spit, then pit it against these pitiful rappers, insidious, these idiots, witty as shit against me, shitty as MC Hammers. Get your whole squad, send a task force in. If you want it, you about to get what you asked for. Then put a helmet on, strap your chin. You about to get you a crash course in who not to start a mother rap war with or to go against. Would you want to do that for? No offense, but are you slow or dense? A penny has more sense. See you guys next time. Enjoy the Eminem show.